action. Get in the action. Get in the action. Get in the action.
All right. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, J. Nicole, and you are tuned in to the one and only A1 Live. As you guys can see, I'm here by myself today, so you guys have me all to yourself. Shout out to the brother Atum Ra, who couldn't be here with us tonight, but he's always here. I'm sure he's watching somewhere, wherever he is. I'm excited tonight because we have a lot of good stuff to talk about, a lot of good things happening in the city and some things not so good. So let's go ahead and head on over to our hot topic. Hot topic. Man, we all love music and we all love going to concerts and festivals. But this past weekend in Houston, we had a huge festival known to many as the Astroworld Festival, and it's put on by Travis Scott, affiliated with Drake and a lot of other big shot callers. And it was a great concert, great festival the first day until tragedy struck. So let's take a look at our first video here.
Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us on this Monday. I'm Rekha Muttaraj, in for Sherman Chow. We are learning more about the tragedy that unfolded at Astroworld Fest Friday night. 8 people lost their lives, and just a short time ago, we learned the names and ages of those 8 victims. They range in age from 14 to 27 years old, and the victims are from different cities across Texas, as well as other parts of the country. In the coming days, we're going to hear more about them from loved ones. Now, the tragedy at Astroworld has left the community reeling. City leaders have vowed to get to the bottom of what happened at the music festival to ensure it never happens again. David Gonzalez, live outside NRG Park, where folks continue to stop by and pay their respects to the lives lost. And David, folks even more heartbroken as we are learning the victims' names.
Rekha, it's just a very, very sad time here in Houston. People continue to stop by this growing memorial outside of NRG Park, and they're dropping off things like handwritten notes, balloons, and flowers. And now we can confirm the identity of all 8 victims killed here during Astroworld Music Festival on Friday. Just moments ago, Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo released their names. They're identified as 14-year-old John Hilgert, 16-year-old Brianna Rodriguez, 20-year-old Jacob Juranek, 21-year-old Franco Patino, 21-year-old Axel Acosta, 23-year-old Madison Dubuski, 23-year-old Rodolfo Rudy Peña, and 27-year-old Danesh Vega. Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner says the criminal investigation could last several weeks or even longer. The mayor says they're reviewing the site and also security plans, as well as talking to organizers, producers, and witnesses. Mayor Turner says right now they're focused on meeting the needs of those affected.
We owe it to each and every one of them to make sure that this setting is as safe as possible. And that's why we are determined to look at every single detail to make sure that no stone is left unturned.
Right now, there are several petitions out there that have garnered thousands of signatures calling for Travis Scott to be pulled as a headliner from this weekend's day in Vegas and next year's Coachella Festival. Petition organizers want the producers of those music festivals to remove Travis Scott for what they call gross negligence and disregard for human life. And right now, we have not heard from Travis Scott as to if he plans to perform at this weekend's festival in Las Vegas. Back to you, Rekha.
All right, David, thank you for the very latest. We are learning more about the victims who have been identified by their loved ones. Some of the victims attending school in the Houston area. Michelle Choi outside NRG Park with more on this.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Rekha, all 8 of these victims were loved by their friends and family. A growing memorial here outside NRG Park is just one way those touched by this tragedy are honoring and remembering them. We now know the names of all 8 released by the
Man, sad days here in Houston. Our condolences and prayers go out to the families of all those who lost their lives and also those who were injured, because there were a lot of people injured as well. You never expect for something this tragic to happen when you're just, going about your regular day, going to have a good time. Yeah, it's a tragedy. I see that they are, putting a lot of blame on Travis Scott individually. It's always bad for these things to happen, but stay strong, Travis Scott. You represent H-Town well, and hopefully, the families can find some closure and some peace at some point. So let's head on over to Community Action News. All right. Tonight comes from Waller, Texas, where there was a 16-year-old driver who was allegedly attempting to billow exhaust from his Ford Super Duty, and he ended up running into a group of riders in a triathlon. And unfortunately, 6 riders were killed and 4 hospitalized. Let's go ahead over to our court. Yeah, and if you can see, it was a travesty. Look at the bikes. The bikes are all run over. People lost their lives. And this happened, like I said, in Waller. And after a 6-week investigation, the county's district attorney leveled a suite of charges at the teenage motorist for his part in the collision with a group of the triathletes on this county road. Our next story is going on over to the SPCA, and there have been a lot of animals that have been abandoned this year. It's been a huge increase from the previous year, and currently they have over 4,000 abandoned animals. That's a huge increase from last year. And it's sad to see, because pets are living things, and a lot of times people take on the responsibility of an animal, not knowing exactly how much of a responsibility it is. And unfortunately, they just, because they're not people, they didn't birth these animals. They just, neglect them, and they just let them roam the streets and things of that nature. A lot of rescue places have taken in a lot of animals as well, but right now there are over 4,000. So if you guys are looking to adopt a pet, this is the time, because if not, a lot of these animals are going to be put down. They're going to be euthanized. So it's very important to take care of your animals. And I know we just, we're currently still in a pandemic, and a lot of times people are probably at home and they're bored and they want a companion, so they get a pet. And then, now that the city is opened up a lot more, they're not at home a lot and they're just neglecting those animals. So guys, we got to do better. Let's get those 4,000 animals some homes. So next up, and this news is coming from right here in Houston. Yesterday, I had the pleasure to attend an awesome event hosted by BMW, which is an organization that empowers women and minorities with getting them resources for their small businesses. Let's take a look at some of the things that were going on there. It's a good organization that you guys may want to be involved in. It was hosted by the Amanda Edwards. We all know who she is if you're from Houston. And it's awesome. I got a chance to meet a lot of people. There were people there from the Greater Houston Chamber of Business, also from the Black Business Lab. We were a part of that. If you guys are familiar, we talk about the Black Business Lab a lot here on A1 Live. We were a part of that. Also, the East End Chamber of Commerce, and a lot of other people who were there to, offer resources and things of that nature to small businesses. So you guys need to look up BMW, which is BEAMW, and you guys need to register and get all the information that you can get, especially if you're a small business owner, because there are resources that are there for you guys to talk about. Another event that happened this week in the city of Houston was put on by someone you've seen on our platform before, Mr. Marcus Bowers. It was the Fishbowl Experience. And at the Fishbowl Experience, it was pretty cool, where there were 8 participants, where small businesses and veteran-owned businesses had a chance to compete for $50,000. Not little bucks, just a lot of money, $50,000. And so they came in with their best pitches for their products. There was a variety of different companies. So I can't wait to see who the winner is going to be. Stay tuned next week, because they're going to be announcing the winner soon. And we're going to make sure we keep you guys updated with who those winners are. And they do this Fishbowl Experience every year. So please make sure that you guys go onto their website and register, because if you have a small business or you know someone that has a small business, this is, one of the places that you guys need to be to get funding for your business. Okay? So, this is Community Action News. We're going to head on over to our next segment that I'm always excited about, and that is the hashtag Market Black Business Feature of the Week. Let's go. All right. I'm always excited for this part of the show, the Market Black Business of the Week feature. And this week we have a guest on here that you're going to love. She is amazing. She is a wonderful chef. She is a curator of all types of vegan delicacies. She makes amazing juices, and you guys have seen her many places in the city of Houston. She's been a guest on on the Deborah Duncan morning show, and also just been featured in so many different places. It's a privilege for us to have her here, and I am so excited to for you guys to get to know Chef JuJu. Yeah, she'll be on with us in just a moment, but just to keep you guys abreast, I was going through her Instagram page, and I saw that she does these meal boxes, and one of the boxes, it had a taco in there, and it was vegan. And I'll be honest with you guys, I eat meat, I do, and I have been interested in trying vegan options, and I've tried a few, but what I really want is to bite into that crispy taco that Chef JuJu had on her page. So I can't wait till we can get her on here so we can go ahead and dig in. Welcome, Chef JuJu.
I am on my way to deliver these boxes and juices as we speak, because listen, I truly, oh my gosh, look, I hope y'all can see me okay. I apologize. Is it on? Can you see me?
It's pretty dark. It's pretty dark right there.
I apologize. Let me see. I'm in my car. I'm in my car, but I know. Listen, I know I'm not supposed. I can't drive with the light on. That was one of the first things I learned in driver's ed, and I don't want to do that. Let's see. I hope that stays the way it's. Okay. Sorry, guys. First of all,
okay,
let me say.
Don't worry about
Say
your
that again.
camera. We're still gonna be able to hear you. Don't worry about the
Awesome.
camera.
Awesome. I love y'all. Y'all are gonna get to see me in my element doing what I love. I just got back from dropping off juice drinks in these boxes to a beautiful sister, CEO Shan of Simply Sense, uh, a few of my doctor clients. Thank you. Um, uh, a few. Now I'm on my way to drop off the other drinks, and
So, so speaking of your drinks, Juju, I know that you have a lot of.
y'all, this stuff is the bomb. And of course, you saw the box that we had earlier. Hold on.
Yeah, I
Let
need to
me.
try one of those boxes, Juju. Tell everybody what comes in that box.
So in this box, you get a juice drink. The juice drink that I just showed you. A salad in a jar, a vegan taco, and the salad is vegan as well.
Mhm.
And you get a ginger shot. And it's all wrapped up in this neat little box. And I've had people call and tell me, I don't know if I was supposed to heat it up or not, but this morning when I got to work, I was so hungry, I just ate. And oh my God, it was magnificent. So uh, that was one. And I am, I have juices that are included in that. Y'all know I love what I do. So for the
Yeah.
fall, I'm always, we are recreating. And so we are working on locations. First, let me just say this. Can I just say how live y'all are and how much I love y'all, all of y'all, and every single thing that y'all are doing for the community, for us, for people in business. Um, y'all know I'm 24/7
But
because my philosophy is it's not if you can afford it, it's how you can afford it. And
so Juju,
so
I think we
yes,
skipped ahead a little bit because we love you too. But I realized that I think this may be your first time on A1 Live, and so a lot of
it's
our listeners may not be very familiar with you and what you do. And we've talked
okay.
about the boxes and stuff like that. But can you give everyone sort of a quick synopsis on everything that is Chef Juju because you have a lot going on?
So my name is Julia. In 2013, I was blind and paralyzed from multiple sclerosis. When we got to the doctors told my husband that they would pay him if they could take me and put me in an institution to deal with being blind and paralyzed and shoot me up with a bunch of medications and trial things. My husband said, absolutely not. That is not God's best for me, for her. And he took me home. We got with our prayer closet and we decided to do the holistic route. And was, um, that holistic route included prayer, fasting, and juice. Fast forward 2014, I beat multiple sclerosis. And when I say I, that's me in the natural. In the supernatural, it was all God because I did no medication, I did no treatment, none of that. And so I beat it. God gave me a plan of action to sell juice and vegan food. I am from Sunnyside. Hold on for one moment
H
here.
Town, H Town. Y'all know how we get down.
Okay, I'm
But yeah, so Juju,
okay,
so
good.
you changed your diet and you healed yourself from multiple sclerosis. That's amazing. That's
Yes.
totally amazing. So your first product was the juices, correct?
That's all I did for 30 days. Cold pressed juice drinks.
Mhm. That's
And that was
amazing.
and that was it.
And so
I did
you've
the
grown
whole
from juices to foods as well. So tell us about all the other things you have going on too.
So when I was doing the juice drinks, I would still put up pictures of these awesome raw salads. And
Hmm.
so um, the people would send me messages like, "Did you make that salad?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Can you make me one of those too?" And I was like, "Okay." And so we started doing salads in a jar. That's how I got started. I was loving it. So I started making salads in a jar. I started making these different type of dressings. We started putting it in there. I mean, we would put that stuff together, work, make it happen. And we were on the corner of 288 and Alameda Genoa, the trunk
I
of
know
my
that
car.
place. I know that
And
place. I
it's
bought many of things, many fruits, and many goodies right there on that corner.
exactly. And it just kept growing and growing. And then we started a restaurant. I was asked to move into a restaurant. I had no restaurant experience, but y'all know I went for it. We were on a military base. It got so out of hand until they said, "Look, we need you to leave this base and we need you to take your operation someplace else." Because I didn't understand the capacity of the military bases. And so it was, you got to get checked every time you come, and they're like, "We don't have time to check your customers." And so someone on there suggested that I get a food truck. And I was like, "Okay." And we got a food truck. The rest is history. We started off with one, two, three, four, then the Georgia Brown Convention Center, then pop up um, indoor locations and things of that nature, and then deliveries, and then just everything. So it
That's
just, it just,
amazing. I love to hear your story because you came from one place, one end of the spectrum where things seemed like they were over, and you pushed through it, and you changed the way you were living, and you healed yourself, and then you started your business, and you were helping other people, and now you're here,
yes.
and you've
And
had so much success.
I'm so, so excited.
Yeah. What else do you have?
Give me one
What do
moment.
you have? What do you have happening coming up? Is there anything that you want everyone to know
Yes,
about?
yes. Saturday, we will be, um, Saturday, we will be at an event. I think it is in the Sugarland area, and it is going to be, if you give me a moment, I will get the uh, address for you as soon as I pull over.
No.
I meet clients all over the Sunnyside area because I love Sunnyside.
That's home for
Yeah.
me too.
Uh-huh. And that's where I live. And so, um,
Tell us
you
about
know,
the event while you're looking for it. Just tell us a little
so
bit about what's
yes,
happening.
this is an event that they do. Um, hold on. And,
You guys, you see, she's a busy woman. She's working and working and working, and yet she's still here. It never ends the life of an entrepreneur, guys. This is firsthand experience, and first you get a look into entrepreneurship at its
and
finest,
look,
right?
and when I get through with this, I'll be doing a pitch practice to investors and VCs. So
Oh
I'm
wow.
very thankful for that.
Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. So Juju, while you're looking for that,
Okay, I found it. I
oh,
found
you
it.
found it. Good.
So this is going to be uh, a fall festival, and it's Saturday, November 13th from 11 to 3. And the address is the Faith Faith Sugarland Church. Let me get that address. Oh, awesome. Okay, hold on for one moment.
They could Google
She,
it. It's the
she
fake.
just
What's
hold on.
the name of the church again?
I gotta see your face. You look beautiful.
So
Oh, you very beautiful. You love everything. Look, our picture. doing an interview. Call me if you have any questions, and everything in there is vegan. Thank you, darling.
And you guys see on the screen here, this is the box I was talking about with the taco and the salad in the jar. It looks so good. So, Juju, before we
Yes,
go,
ma'am. Sorry about that. Thank y'all so much for being so patient. I love, love, love y'all. Okay,
we
so
love you.
the name
So,
of the church is Faith Sugarland Church, and the address is, let's see, Faith, Faith Sugarland, Faith.
oh, Juju, I'm sure they can Google it.
Okay, shoot. Okay, y'all. I apologize. Look, I wanna make sure I do my best for everybody.
Of course, of course, of course. So, Juju, before we go, a lot of
Yes.
people, are entrepreneurs, and a lot of entrepreneurs watch your show. So, considering,
Awesome.
your transition from where you were to where you are now, and,
Uh huh.
think about some of the challenges that people may, come into when wanting to be an entrepreneur, what's one piece of advice that you would give to entrepreneurs who are out there in the beginning of their journey?
So, okay, I tell it like it is, and I'm just being truthful. I tell it like it is, and I'm gonna say because I don't have time to sugarcoat, and people who know me know not to take it personal. Do not do stupid stuff like, oh, my business hours are between such and such and such. You basically have a hobby at that point. Your business hours are as long as you need them to be until you are sleeping comfortable and your 20,000 square foot mansion, and that's just one of your houses. You gotta push, you have to grind. Don't let someone tell you, I don't care if they're your mentor, I don't care if they're giving you money. Don't let someone tell you that'll never work
Yeah, agreed.
because they don't know. They don't know what vision God has given you.
Exactly.
Now,
Exactly.
if they say something like, well, it may not work that way, but it'll definitely work this way. And let me give you proof as to why this is a good idea. And so when you do things like that, you have to put yourself into that mode. Don't be afraid of criticism. Don't be afraid of
Yeah. You're breaking up a little bit, but definitely don't be afraid. Juju, if you can hear me, go ahead and let everybody know how they can reach you and how they can order your products. Okay, guys. You can find Juju on Instagram at Cafe Juju, and also at at the underscore juju underscore products. So on IG, it's the underscore juju underscore products. Make sure you go and follow her there. You can find her on Facebook at Cafe Juju featuring the Juju products. And you can visit her website at thejujuproducts.com. Juju, I don't think we can hear you anymore, but it has been a pleasure. Thank you for joining us this evening. And you're always welcome anytime. You know you're a part of the A1 Live family, and we adore you. So, guys, that's it for this Market Black Business of the Week feature. Let's go ahead and support some. All right, guys. We are here at our Support Black Media part of the event. I'm not gonna say too much about this clip. I'm just gonna let it speak for itself. Let's go ahead and roll. So in this clip that we're about to see is the first half of a short story written and produced by Tokyo-based animation studio D'Art Shataho, featuring the voice work of Dante Carver as Ijiro. Let's go ahead and take a look.
私はイジロー、54歳。これは私の物語だ。私は若い頃、エンジニアとして来日した。そして機械のからくり人形を作ることになった。だが、なぜ私をクビにしたのか。30年、情熱を持って開発に打ち込んできたのに。もう私には何もない。あるのは人形。人形だけだ。それ以外に何もない。人魚の家に住むただの気難しい老いぼれ。かつての家はもう手の届かないところに行ってしまった。どうしてこんな仕打ちができるんだ。私の人形は数えきれないほどの子供たちを幸せにしてきたはずだ。私が思い描いてきたことは全くの間違いだったのか。すべて無意味だったのか。なんで私の捨てたものを漁っているんだ。
お父さん、こんなに可愛い人形が捨てられちゃうの？
すみません。こちらの人形をいただいてもいいですか？
ああ。
It's a support Black media tip. It's a Black anime filmmaker. All right, man. You know, anime is big. Anime is big these days. It's been around, but there's been like a boom in anime, people watching anime. And, you know, I didn't realize how many Black filmmakers were making anime. So it's always good to mix things up. I love, my daughter loves anime, I can tell you that, and she keeps me posted. But another way that you guys can support Black media is by purchasing a Support Black Media t-shirt, and you can do so online at moderntexasmedia.com/live. If you look on the screen, we have them in black and white. Pretty cool shirts. They look good with everything. I promise you they do, because I wear it all the time. And if you use the code #A1Live21, you get a 20% discount. This discount will not be available forever. I'm pretty sure at the beginning of the year it's going to be gone. So you better go ahead and get those in. They make great Christmas presents and everything. So support Black media at moderntexasmedia.com/live. So today's been a great show. I'm Jay Nicole here representing A1 Live, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week. This is the end of our show, and how we leave them every week. Get into action, baby. Yeah.
Get in the action!